Hi everyone, it's Carol with Carol's Crazy Crochet and more. So I have some finished items to show you guys today. I have five items and I went a little crazy with one particular pattern and you'll see. And I think you'll know why when you see it. Let's start our video today with Seize the Day, our book that I get from Dollar Tree that says the best view comes after the hardest climb. And today I'm going to read one by Les Brown that says too many of us are not living our dreams because we are living our fears. And so I felt like that was appropriate. Let's see if I can get my words right today for this video, because I am showing some objects that are a little bit harder, are more on a more difficult scale than your regular shawls or other patterns. It's how many rows? It's a 10-row repeat, I think. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I have always wanted to make this shawl, and it's by Fiber Spider, and it's the Lost Souls shawl. So the first one that I made it as a gift for my grandson's other grandmother. So it was her birthday this month, and so this was the first one that I got. And I'm going to show y'all also, I got her a shawl pin to go with this, or for her to use whatever she wants. But so this is it. I've got a black shirt on, so I'm not sure how clearly you'll be able to, oh yeah, you can see them. You can see those skulls. Isn't that beautiful? And so this is in a purple yarn that has got part of blacks in it. I don't know if you can see right there where part of it is purple and part of it is black. But yeah, I fell in love with making these shawls. Look at how cool that is. Isn't that just, yeah, he's amazing. And so I'm going to put links to all these tutorials in the description. And then I hope that you stay till the end of the video, because I do have a little, is it called a montage of videos of each individual item shown, well, videoed, so that you can see it close up and personal. So this is the first one, and I used, I didn't have any more of this. Oh, I do have one left. This is ice yarn. And when I bought it, I couldn't see this black in it. But you can see it. I can see it now that I've worked with it. You see how it's black there and purple here? So it really made a beautiful, beautiful item. And this is the number. I can't read it backwards. So 77963 maybe? Oh, I got it right. And so I have one of these left. And when I order from Ice again, I am going to order some more of this yarn in different colors, because I think that it played out just beautifully. So that's the first one. And then I made this one for my daughter-in-law. And I asked her what color she thought that she might like, and she likes different shades of green. And I think I picked this one out that it kind of matches her new Bronco. She got a new car. And so I think this color is something that she'll really love. And so you can see them on this one. And something that I really love about this pattern is that it makes its own border as you go, which to me is wonderful. And so let me put this one on so you can see it on my black shirt. Sorry about the chair noises. But yeah, doesn't that look so cool? And so I got her a shawl pin for this also, but I already gave it to her. I actually gifted this to her already, but I took it back so I can make a video. So she's going to get it this weekend. And so I used this yarn, which was, I don't know if you guys saw the video where I ordered a bunch of Cascade yarn from a brick and mortar that was closing down. And this is Cascade Sport Cascade 220. And the other one, I didn't give you the fiber content for that. It was a number 4, no wait, what does that say? A number 3 light, and it was 15%. I don't know, I can't read what this says. It says 15% alpaca, 20% wool, and 65% acrylic. And so this is kind of scratchy. This is what I had left of it. And it was kind of scratchy. I used 2, 4, 6, 7 of them. And they are 164 yards each. So I used all of it that I had. This is all I have left in that color. And I just think it is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And then I did this one. I'm telling you, I went crazy with these. Look at this. This is a dark metallic purple. Can you see that? And I wanted to point out on the end, when you end the shawl, you have this, I don't know, 5 rows that you do where you make that spider webby looking part on the end. You see there's the skull, and then there's the spider webby part, and then there's another skull. You see how that plays out? But I thought that was really cool. I think his name is Craig from Fiber Spider. Maybe his name is Craig or Greg. But he did not write this pattern. This was somebody else's pattern that he asked permission to make a tutorial on. And boy, am I glad that he did. And there's someone else that has a tutorial out for this as well. But he is just so thorough. And it is, I kept notes on this. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 pages of rows. Because it is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 row repeat. It's a 7-row repeat. But you can do this because once you learn those 7 rows, it is so easy to do because all you're doing is chaining and doing single crochets. You do double crochets for his mouth, single crochet, or that's his chin, his mouth, and chains, and then you just build his skull with single crochets, and you connect it all with these chains in the middle between them, separating them. So it's just chains and counting to 8, or counting to 7, counting to 6, where you start off with 12 stitches, and then you go down to 10, and then you go down to 8, and then you go down to 4. So to create that skull. And it is just, I think it is just so fun to do. And what I used for this is Yarn Art Manhattan, and it is 56% metallic, 7% wool, 7% viscose, and 30% acrylic. And I want to say I got this from Little Knits. And I'm making one in this color as well, but I've kind of slowed down on it, so it's kind of, yeah. But this is, I don't have the label for this to tell you the color, but I think it just has a color number anyway. But it's a number 2 light, and I used my 5 dots, my 5mm dots on all of these. that I have shown you. And so I made it in this beautiful purple, this metallic purple. Yeah. But I just love it. And then I made this one, and I went and bought this yarn specifically to make this because I wanted to make it look like the sugar skulls. And when you see on the video, you can kind of see the sugar skulls, but when you're looking at it like I'm going to show you, it's kind of hard to see the skulls. But you tell me what you think in the comments. But I love how this turned out. Let me get it going the right way. It's just busy. You see, you can see the skulls, but it's busy. But I think it still turned out really pretty. And I got obsessed with this pattern. And after the second repeat, I had it memorized. And you can do it too. You can absolutely do this. Don't be afraid. Don't live in fear. Live your dreams. And so for this, I used Lion Brand Landscapes, and it was 147 yards. And I used, I want to say five of these. And it was a number 4, and I did use a 6mm hook on this. And it's 100% acrylic, and the color is Volcano, which I love this color. And I just think that it just really did turn out beautifully. Got it sideways. There we go. Let me let you see the bottom. Oh, there's Pilot barking. Okay, so you've seen that one. So then I switched from that and I made Bag O' Days Hidden Truths Poncho maybe a year ago. But when we went to Arizona on a trip, and we were kind of up in the cooler area, the mountainy area of Arizona. And one of the young girls that was there, who is one of my husband's best friend's daughter, and she was at our wedding, and she was just the sweetest thing. We just had a bond. And so we still are real close now. We see her every time we go to Arizona. But I gave it to her because she was freezing. And so I made another one. And so this is the Bag O' Day Hidden Truths Poncho. And I just love it. And I made this with the Caron latte cakes in the color Blackberry. And I just love making this poncho. It's got these front posts on it. And a lot of people, when I showed this last time, were like, I never thought to make something with posts using a latte cake. But your stitch definition is still really lovely, really lovely. And I did not make this one as big as the one that I made before, because I'm thinking I might sell this one. Because I really don't wear things like this. I just don't. But I think I'm going to sell all of these except for the ones that I made for gifts. And so I think the latte cake is, what is the yarn content? It's 58 acrylic, 42 nylon, and it has 530 yards, and this is what I had left of my second ball. And I did not color control this. Normally I would color control this, but the colors really do fade into each other, even though it's a self-striping. They do fade into each other fairly well. The breaks are not that obvious, especially when I've got these posts, front posts going on. You really can't see the breaks at all. And that's why I like using this for those types of ponchos. And so this is the Sapphire and Ice poncho by Bag O' Day as well. And I don't know if y'all saw my last ice yarn unboxing, but I used this yellow yarn, and this is the number of it from Ice Yarns. But this was on sale. It was their winter sale yellow, light yellow. And so I bought a lot of this. I bought like, I don't know, 4 or 5 of these, which has 6 or 8 of these in it. And so I think that I used 4 of these, which it is, let's see what Ice is going to tell me. Probably nothing. 30% wool, 40% acrylic, and I can't read the last 10%. Lurex, 10% Lurex and 20% polyester. So this is just like a mix mash of all kinds of different fibers, but it is a light yarn. You see that? It's like a number 2. A light number 2, and it is just wait until you see this. Okay, so here it is. You see it? And I was really hesitant to make this poncho because of the way that it has, show you the other side. It's on both sides, but where you sew it together right there. I wasn't sure about how I would like how that looked, that seam right there. But I think that it turned out really pretty. The way that you can see these shells are going this way. And this is made with a peacock stitch. It's 11 triple crochets in 1 stitch, which was crazy, but I love doing triple crochets. And so these are going this way, and then these are coming down this way. And then when you turn it around, it's the opposite. You see, these are going this way and these are coming down. And so whichever way you're wearing it. What I did is different from her tutorial is I did 2 rows of single crochets around the neck. And the neck looks big, but I think it's meant to be worn pretty loose because it is very lightweight, very lightweight. And then around the edge on the bottom, I just did 2 rows of single crochets all around the edge, which, you know, kind of pulled it together because it had, you know, these were my 2 triple crochets for my beginning and ending rows, and I took that last one and then crocheted through it to make my border. So that is everything. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my makes and all the different yarn that is out there that you can use for different objects. I hope you got some inspiration and take a chance on these patterns. Test yourself. Give yourself more credit than you are. You can do this. I mean, I've only been crocheting for a couple of years, maybe 3 years, since the pandemic. I started during the pandemic. And I only knew how to do single crochets. And Crystal from Bag-A-Day taught me everything else. And so from there, I have been able to learn how to read patterns. Not very good, but I can read patterns. And I have written a pattern. I'm not confident enough with it to send it to testers or anything, but I'm working on that. But yeah, this is everything. And just right after this, you'll see the video of all the finished objects that you can see up close. So I hope everybody has an absolutely amazing day. I hope the weather is nice where you are. It's kind of rainy here today, but it is still a wonderful day because I feel so good. And I hope you do too. Take care of yourself. Be good to yourself. Spoil yourself because you deserve it. Bye-bye, everybody. I love you guys.